Dawn has broken once again, bringing to life the fragments of a shattered railroad, still searching for its core. And at its core is chaos. Welcome to the Blue Ridge and Western Railroad. It's me once again, Angry. And overnight, our crews have been working double shift. We've had a couple of good things going. Our logging locomotive is back to 100%. We've gotten all the log flats down here redone. We have a whole bunch of cars that got delivered to the interchange while we were asleep. And we have a whole bunch of stuff that we can switch out, deliver, plus some logging stuff that we have to take care of. So we're not going to waste any time. We're basically going to hop right to it and get going. If I can get into my locomotive, please. Thank you. All right. It's so nice to have a working locomotive again. So we're going to start by doing some switching down here. And by switching, we're going to go ahead and put together the log train that used to go up the hill. All of our log flats are currently down here because they were getting worked on overnight. And so we need to take those back up so they can get filled. We also do have over here one car that needs to still unload, which shouldn't take too long. We just need to switch that out for us. We do need some coal and water in the locomotive here. And then we got a lot of stuff to switch out. We've also had the liberty of having the shop crews over at the sawmill finally cut us our check for yesterday's work. And as of right now, we are looking at basically a $6,000 check they gave us. And we've paid down the debt by $5,000, so we're at $27,000 in debt. So that's going to be excellent. Let's go ahead, couple up to our cars over here and get this going. We'll check in over at Bryson momentarily. And one of you in the comments made a comment that the back of the engine should always have red marker lamps. We're going to fix that here. That way we're good to go. Let's go ahead, couple up here to these cars. And nice and gently go ahead, charge up the air. And we're going to go ahead and pull forward and go ahead and get some coal and water in. I will say, it is nice to be back on the railroad at work. It took a couple of days off from playing. And it's going to be exciting to see what happens here. Unfortunately, the crews over at Bryson are still dealing with a lot of stuff, so we don't have engines that are in very good shape right now. Some of the cars are done, but the engines are all still struggling pretty hard. So we'll focus a little bit more over here and hopefully get the engines over their work done. We'll pop over as we head up the hill here with our log train. But come on, go ahead, fill up. Yeah, there we go. Thankfully, this doesn't take very long to fill this locomotive's tank, so won't have to go too far. Now that we have all these log flats, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to run ahead, switch out this one car, that way it can get done. In the last episode, we had a little bit of a derailment, so we're going to keep two of these cars down here, but the rest of them can all head up the hill. Actually, no, we're going to send all of them up, because time is money, Tempest Fugit. We can't afford to lose anything here on this railroad. Well, what we can afford to is get to more coal. And we're almost at the point where we need to get more coal in for here. We do have a number of cars over at Bryson that we do need to pick up to bring over as well for the next interchange, but all right, coal loader, do your thing. And while that's loading with coal, just to show you here, all of our cars at the sawmill are ready to go. We've got a handful of cars at Whittier that are ready. Over at Ela, nothing new, but over at Bryson, fair number of cars ready to go. 4 there, which includes 2 of our cars for signals. We have our coal hopper at the tank there, or the hopper. And then we've got 2 cars over here. They're ready to go. And you'll see that a few of these cars over here, the ones that are lit up green, they are ready to roll. So we need to get those delivered. And with a fresh pile of coal in there, let's go ahead and move forward. And we'll go ahead and start getting these log train ready to go. Once we get the log train up the hill, we'll come back down so that way they can load. We'll switch out these cars and then we'll start moving some stuff over and go from there. And thankfully, I think we'll be able to start our passenger service up again soon. Those cars are still getting worked on, but it's not the end of the world, thankfully, with them. We can afford a little bit more time. However, last night we did get some dings. So our passenger service is still 100%. Operation safety is down to 60. So our goal right now is to not have any crashes or things that could cause that to go down further, because it's a slippery slope. And thankfully, we play this single player. Unless I'm not paying attention or something happens on a stream, we shouldn't have many of those opportunities happen. But it's still railroading. It's a dangerous thing. So, all right. Go ahead, couple that on. Take care of these two handbrakes. And what we're going to do is pull everything out. Drop them here. Let's see. I've got cars for L2 behind me. And the L3 stuff is down here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Like a little piggy in the middle. All right. So we'll go ahead. We'll speed up. Let me get that switch thrown in our favor. What we might do for the sake of ease, let's just uncouple those and let them roll. And what we'll aim to do is have them end up on this middle passing track. That way we can just run around them and shove them up. Now, are we still laced in by the air hoses? Interesting. Very interesting. All right, have we cleared the switch yet? We're almost there. But today's a brand new day, a brand new opportunity for the Blue Ridge and Western. Hopefully not to be like our cousins over at the Suffering Southern, although I hear that they're considering making a special delivery just for us. So we'll see what shenanigans they're hinting at. You know, those Suffering boys, they just have had a rough time of it lately. So we'll see how bad it really is for them. And if they decide to give us a gift or not, but we'll have to find out later. All right, now with that done, we're going to go ahead and shove those cars up. Meanwhile, the log flats are doing what exactly I wanted them to do. And it really shouldn't take too long for that one car that we're going to have to worry about unloading to unload. I'm just trying to balance between where both of these train sets are. That way I don't have an awkward stuck situation like last time. So it looks like we're almost to where we need to stop for both. So I'm going to go ahead and put the brakes on for the steam locomotive. And meanwhile, our log flats are exactly where I want them. Perfect. Man, it's like we planned this. Almost planned this. Let's go ahead and shove this one car up just a little bit more. That way we clear the switch here. Now, also, I've been seeing some comments from a lot of you guys saying, you know, oh, hey, you should get a diesel. But we're a steam railroad. Why would we get a diesel? You know, we are heavily invested in steam at this point, and honestly, with where we are, we don't really need a diesel because we've got 4 locomotives. Granted, one's the logging engine, 1 passenger engine, and 2 freight engines, but we don't have all that much to take care of here. But, you know, maybe we'll have diesel at some point. Right now, we're just focusing on steam just for a little bit longer. Alrighty, are you at the loading point here? You probably are. So we'll go ahead, drop you off. Alrighty. And how many logs do we got in here right now? 59.5. So we still got plenty of logs in. But that should be a decent number to get us going. And that's unloading fairly quickly. Perfect, just like planned. So what we're going to do, we're going to run back, grab these log flats that we got perfectly positioned by yours truly. Hook up to them, and then start shoving this whole kit and caboodle up the mountain. We'll come back down. We'll start taking care of some of the stuff for the sawmill, and then start heading west as we can. So let's go ahead, get back here. Maybe go a little faster if we actually had a decent little position here on our reverser Johnson bar. And this bar is really annoying. Am I in the engineer seat? There we go. Now I got a clear view. Alrighty. And thankfully, once we get these log cars out of the way, switching down here should be pretty easy. A lot of stuff's going to Bryson, but we have even more that's just for here at Whittier. So it shouldn't be too bad. It also is partially helpful that we have a lot of cars that are still being worked on over in Bryson that should have been delivered yesterday, but because they're still getting worked on, they haven't delivered us new cars to replace them as far as I understand. So that'll be beneficial to us here. And now that we're clear, let's go ahead and move forward. And hopefully we'll get coupled up like so. Come on. Or did I close the door? Come on. Okay. Laced up. Handbrake off. Alrighty. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be good to go. Alrighty. Here we go. Now, of course, the problem is those are L2 cars, and up here is L3 and L1. But we'll deal with that as we go. And wow, that unloaded quickly. So that's perfect, actually. That's exactly kind of what I wanted it to do. Not kind of. It's exactly what I wanted it to do. So that's good here. And I believe the L1 cars are at the front. Yes, they are. Perfect. So that'll make it easy as we go up the hill. Because we'll get the L1 cars, drop off the L3, run around, and then keep going. But we just need this engine to go just a little bit faster. Go ahead, close the cylinder cocks. And excellent. Everything is going smoothly. It's exactly going to plan. My maniacal, evil railroading plans, which I definitely have, and I'm not just making stuff up. Another person actually was recommending I check out Railroad Utilities. They were saying about the fact that we have no working locomotives other than our little logging switcher, and how we could essentially loan power from the Southern. And I thought about it, but as I said, I've been talking with the Suffering Southern a little bit, and they've teased a locomotive that they've thought about deaccessioning from their collection that may end up being a good fit over on our railroad. They were very vague, though. They were very, very vague. But, you know, it sounds like they have a locomotive that's either been problematic for them or troublesome or something, but they've sworn that they're good, it works, but they just don't need it anymore. So, put in the comments below what you think that locomotive might be. Now, while we're here, we're going to go ahead, copy all that to couple, because I like these cars all being the same color, and look at that. It's beautiful. Such a pretty log train. Now, our switch is set as we head out of here. That one's good. Yep, looks like we're set to go up the hill. And looks like it's set to get us to L1. So once we get this coupled up, we'll have it go up, and then we'll pop over to Bryson just to check on how things are going over there. And let's go. And all these cars the same color? Not quite, so we'll go ahead and fix that. So that way everything's kind of the black and gold color that we've been going with. Come on. Oh. Give it a nice push. Perfect. Alrighty. Well, your orders are to head up the hill while we go check out the other end of the yard here. And off you go. Mighty 22-car train. And off she goes into the sunset, or the sunrise, or whatever the hell time it is. Let's pop over to Bryson real quick. Ah! Why did it spawn us in the ground? But oh well, we're back. Back over in Bryson. So, we'll look at our 3 locomotives here first. We got number 2, number 3, and number 630. Number 2, the Walrus. Still at 25%. It's still getting fixed up. The tender's at 41, so it's coming along. Number 3, our passenger locomotive, 53% on the tender, 19% on the engine. So the boys are still tackling that. Southern 630, 100% on the tender, 16% on the engine. Could they run? Probably, but it's still a little iffy. I'd rather them focus on that. Out here, though, they actually making some progress on the freight cars, so a couple of these cars for Appalachian Hardwood are pretty much ready to go. That one's 70% ready, 58, 56, 46. The passenger fleet, 34, 90%, 85, 41, 31. So they're still working on the passenger fleet too. So we want them to get that up because otherwise we won't make any money. We do have a handful of cars down here to pick up. These 2 cars at the end are the rest of our signals. So 2 of the signal cars are unloaded. We do need to get some more of that unloaded so we could have signals between Bryson and Whittier. And then way over here, down at Appalachian Hardwood, we have a few more cars that we need to pick up too. Here we have an interchange-ready car that's empty. This one's full of furniture. And this one is, I think, still waiting on the coal hopper that's over there and a few other things. That way production can keep going again. If I don't mistake it, I think that's what's happening. Yeah, dimensional lumber they need more of. It looks like, wow, it's still going to take them a whole day to fix everything up. We'll see what we might be able to do. We might need to call in the favorite of the Suffering Southern sooner rather than later. But now with our log train on the way, we'll meet you up at the first stop here. All right, here is L1. And our log train is just coming around the corner right now, so we may get contact with it, make sure it starts slowing down. And I just realized we never changed the color on some of these flats. Let's take care of that real quick. Let's get back in control. Make sure that the color is on all the coupled. It is. Start slowing down as we go around this curve. Yeah, look at that. That's much better. Now everything's uniform and beautiful. We're slowing down just a little bit. You can see the grade. It's actually a fairly steep grade. I forget what it is. I think somebody said it's like 3 or 4% maybe on this branch. But I want it to be steeper. I want more switchbacks. I want shays. Please, game developers, give me a shay. I would love you forever if that actually happened. But let's go ahead. We'll start slowing down here. We got our bumper at the very end. These brakes are good. So we have to actually push on this one. All right, nice and gentle-like. Alrighty, so all of our L1 cars are now spotted. Let's put a handbrake on this one. Go ahead and uncouple. Release the brakes. And as the pistons fill up with air, let's go ahead and back up. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave all the L3 cars on this intermediate track here. We're going to run around them because I think we've got just enough room to be able to pull that off. This is an L3 car if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. So let's see, how many L3 cars? Okay. Maybe we will have to move this all up. Interesting. It's going to be a tight fit either way. I think if we... Is it going to fit? It's not going to. Well, then what I think I might do is we're going to use the old tried and true method of pushing until something works. And by pushing, we're going to go ahead and have our locomotive run around on the main. And with the speed of 1,000 Supermans, we're going to run ahead, make sure our switch is thrown. It is. And as soon as number 1 back there passes the bottom switch, we're going to actually push these cars back with our hands, our bare hands, because we are strong, we are independent. We don't need no locomotive. So let's see. Are we past that switch yet? No, and I really don't want to have another accident here, so we'll just wait for it to approach. So with that, mighty skill, the mighty boosh. Oh, these have brakes on, don't they? So if we bleed the air. Should have thought about that when I put the brakes on. Alright, so now this train does no brakes. So we should be able to push it. Come on. Yes, roll! Look at my mighty power. I am mighty man. I am strong. Yes. Go back past the switch. Do it, my minion of train. Please. Alrighty. Alright, Mr. Engine, come on back. And it looks like these cars are actually getting loaded decently quick, so that's good. Alright, come on. Nice, gentle couple. Okay, go ahead, tie the air in. Undo the handbrake. It's going to take us a moment to charge up. But with that, we can now head to our next destination, which is L2. So now that we got Piggy in the middle, let's roll. Alrighty. That's good. We got power. And we're rolling. I wish we had epic theme music to go along with this, but c'est la vie. So to help us on our way down, that is still set. Excellent. We'll make sure that that switch is thrown. And we'll have this one. We're going to follow this up to L2. Just because it's such a unique little combination of a train. Maybe we'll get a nice cool shot here as it's pushing up. But, yeah, let's aim our camera right here and just enjoy a little bit of ASMR train. So majestic. Much wow. Much train. Alrighty. So let's keep going up here. We're on the straightaway leading up to L2. L2 is just around the river bend here. This little ribbon of rail. And let's aim the switches in. We're good and lined, so we'll be able to drop off these cars, head up to the top of the hill, drop off the remainder, and then we'll head back on down to the bottom and take care of some of the stuff at the sawmill as we head around here. Thankfully, because we've been keeping the sawmill fairly packed with logs, I'm not too worried about having it kind of work through. I think the sawmill stopped anyway, just because it doesn't have any cars to unload to right now. So it's still got 60 logs, which is pretty good. But yeah, we'll see what we're able to do with all them. And here we are at the very top of the hill, for L1 at least, or L2, whatever the hell we're at. We're at a place where a train needs to go. And our lovely logging engine is here. Alrighty, nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. We'll kick off the regulator, just coast in. Easy. Easy. Just like we planned it. Oh, I need to push just a little more. Just a hair more until it acknowledges. There it is. All right. And let's make sure our handbrake's on. Excellent. We probably didn't need this extra car, but we got it, so we might as well use it. So we'll use this opportunity to back up, and then L3 is just right around the bend up there. And all of these should be loading up. Yes. Now, it doesn't help that we emptied out most of these tracks yesterday in-game. So much of what was up here went down to 0, so they're still kind of reloading, but we don't need to head up immediately to grab them. We've got a little bit of time, I think, because there's still plenty of stuff in the sawmill storage itself. So we'll see what happens. But we'll have number 1 head up the hill. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, we'll see you up at the very top here. And with that, we've reached the top of the hill. We'll go ahead and just coast on into our stop. It's pretty much right up here. Oh, I stopped too early. Damn it. Come on. So we'll go ahead, kick these back. By kick, we're literally going to kick them. Come on, nice and gentle. Just roll in. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and send number 1 back down. And meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and wait for this to get in. And handbrake on. And perfect. We should now be loading up at L3. Our engine is back on its way down back the hill. Whatever that English was. And we'll meet you back at the bottom. That way we'll continue our little workaround on the railroad today. Alrighty, we're making it back into the yard here at East Whittier. And looks like we are lined... How can we tell here? Where are we lined to? We're lined... Who threw the switch back there? I guess we're lined into... to pick up these cars. So I guess that's what we'll do, is we'll just focus on that for a moment. So we'll go ahead and pull in, but why is there a fusee down? I guess we have to stop. We didn't put that fusee down. But let me check with the manager here. Let's make sure we're safe, but that's definitely odd. But I wonder what's up. So I just went and talked with the yard office, and they said that there's another train leaving, which I find impossible to believe because we're the only engine here on the railroad that's at least operable that I'm aware of. But maybe something happened? Wait, what's that? A diesel? What's going on? Is that what I think it is? Is that the banana train? Oh my god. It happened! The Suffering Southern sent the banana train! All praise be to the banana train! And its fuck boxcar! And ES and DT car! And its crap car! And then there's other stuff. So, I didn't think this was going to happen. Like, this is actually kind of a small miracle. We have more power here. And of all things to get, we got the banana train. My god. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh, we'll capture that for posterity. Maybe do one more angle. There we go. So, since we have the banana train now, might as well put it to good use. So, let's go ahead. Let's pull these cars out. And then we're just going to go ahead and grab all of the cars from the banana train here that need to hop in. And we'll let number 1 get a little bit of rest. We'll use number 50, the banana train, to do some of our trips over to Bryson. But my goodness, this is just so exciting. We actually have a diesel. The Suffering Southern pull through. So we'll just grab this first cut, grab the rest, shove it up. And maybe maybe the banana train will help us with the switching, maybe not. But it would be nice to. But we'll see. Alright, nice and gentle, please. Nice and gentle. Perfect. Easy and gentle. Where the hell? Probably right here. You know what? While that's backing up, let's just go ahead and move the banana train's cars out of the way. So number one, we need you to go here. I think what we're going to do is have the banana train drop off cars on the main. Since we're not expecting stuff there, allow the banana train to take stuff back for us. Is it almost to the crossover? I believe it is. Yeah, it's still going to go for a little bit. Nothing has ever gone bad when you're controlling two trains at the same time, right? Never. Never at all. Never happened. No siree, Bob. Okay, banana train. Go ahead and just shove back at a slow little speed here. Need a little bit further to clear the switch though with number one. And we got room. We got enough room to do this. Because that's all we need. Now is the banana train moving? No, they're still sitting there. I wonder what's up with the banana train. There it goes. It's fighting the brakes. Alrighty. Alright, number one. Go back in, grab the rest of those cars, please. So the banana train can help us out. Alrighty, banana train's going nice and slow. Let's get these cars lined up. We got two stencil cars on there, and then we got Whittier Sawmill, and then we have all this stuff for Appalachian Hardwoods and stuff over in Bryson. So I think we're going to do a little bit of a dance here. It's going to be a fun little dance, but it requires complete cooperation from the banana train and good old reliable number one. So we'll let that continue to back up here. Alrighty. Alright, we need to wait for the banana train to hurry up and get out of the way. But we're going to still couple up, because we should be able to do that without impacting what they're up to. Yeah! Nice and gentle. Alright, the banana train's almost out of the way here. Alright. Alright, come on, number one. So we're going to go ahead, uncouple those last two cars. Actually, we need to shove this set a little bit further back. We get number one out of the way here. Actually, what is the banana train doing? Let's fix that maybe. Okay. So we're going to have number 50, the banana train, come up. And what we're going to do is we're going to tack these onto the front. Temporarily, like. Move this whole setup, because this has all of the Whittier sawmill cars on. Let number one deliver all the Whittier stuff. And then we'll have number 50 go on its merry way here, I think. That should be the plan. Alright. Slow down just a bit here, banana train. Wow, the brakes on the banana train are spot on. Maybe a little too much. Alright, come on, banana train. Wow, that's a lot of weight. Almost 2,000 tons. But it can do it. The banana train can do anything. And slowly but surely it's moving. Okay, come on, nice and simple like. Alrighty. Number one, it's all up to you. Okay. And where's the last of the sawmill cars? Right there. Alright, so we'll get number 1 going back. Banana Train, you're going to go reverse at a whopping 5 miles an hour. I'm going to stop you basically like right there. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 cars. So 7 is half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need to push back up just a hair because of my incredible planning skills. All right, that should be out of the way enough. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the box car. Go, Banana Train, go. Okay. And Banana Train's moving nice and slow. All right, nice and gentle. Push her in just a little bit more. 20 pounds on. Uncouple. Money. And speaking of money, let's see how we're doing. Whoa, that's 400 ducks. That means we can pay down the debt. Thankfully, the Suffering Southern was nice. They didn't charge us anything for their locomotive. They were just like, take it. We don't want it anymore. I don't know why. They said something about crazy internet fandoms about the Banana Train. I don't know. At this point, this little railroad needs all the help it can get, so we'll take whatever crazy things we can get. Alrighty. Okay, coupled up and air in. Off we go. It looks like the Banana Train's spotting our cars for us, which is excellent. Just wonder what they were doing. Are they going to go back far enough? I need to go back there. Yeah. Alrighty. So with this delicate dance we got going on, we'll be able to head up, get on the front end of what was the, let's see, do they need to move back? Yeah, they need to move back just a little hair. Let's put them back to here. Take this fusee out. Looks like everyone's moving in. Nice and gently like. Okay. Whoa. And handbrake on. How much did that net us? Another 348. Yeah, we've almost been able to pay out another 1,000. That'll be excellent. All right, back to the front we go. How's our coal and water doing? We got plenty right now. So what we'll end up doing, let's cut these cars off. Have the banana train, it's going to have to move back. We're going to have it move back to like there. And the engine's going places. We don't want it to go places. All right, the air's tied in. Banana train is pretty much out of the way. Let's go ahead and shove these cars back. Then it looks like the banana train can take off towards Bryson, which is excellent. And it's lined to go to Bryson now. Take that fusee out. Banana train, you're going to stop, right? There you go. And now that the banana train's out of the way, we have made our delivery. We're going to shove back on this track just a little bit more, just so we can use up pretty much every little bit of space, because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of cars that are going to come back here. And with that delivery, though, hey, we've made another $1,000, so we're going to pay down the debt. So we're at 25,000 after all that. But I think now that we have the banana train, we're going to call it here. We're able to get a lot done in a little bit of time. We've got deliveries made. We've got a new engine. And now the railroad should be back up and running, because once it makes those freight deliveries, we probably will be able to start running the passenger trains again. And maybe by that point, too, we'll actually have the ability to run passenger trains with our regular engines soon. So we'll finish up here. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. We're glad to have the banana trip back. If you enjoyed this little episode, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, liking the video, sharing it with your friends. We appreciate all the support. And a huge thank you to all of our members, channel members here, who really help what we're able to do. Thank you to all of those who are at the banana train level, as well as all of those at the lime train and the crispy bacon operators. We appreciate y'all so much. And if you're not a member yet, consider joining. We've got some members-only videos, including uncut episodes of Railroader. We've also got other fun things here, members-only videos, early access to stuff, special roles in our Discord server, and more. So thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.